So like a week ago, I made a Sister Wives video about my theory that when Robin agrees with the group and agrees with Kody, she's really vocal. And when she doesn't, she won't say anything. And then all of a sudden, Kody will change his mind. Like the one big house or whatever, which is both in Flagstaff and in Vegas. She just doesn't say anything. And then all of a sudden, he's like, it'd be great as a cul-de-sac. And I said I would track it. The very next episode. Very next episode is the episode where they go to the Presbyterian church and they're like, maybe our kids will come to the youth group. And then all of a sudden Christine's like, I'm not comfortable. I'm not good here. And Mary is like, I don't get how this is any different than our sending them to public school. And then Janelle's like, maybe we shouldn't have this conversation here. And in that conversation, I noticed Robin didn't say anything. Robin, who has to be the center of everything, doesn't say anything. And then they sit down as a family and they discuss it again. And once again, Robin doesn't say anything. But all of a sudden, Kody is really super anti this idea. Like so much so that Janelle's like, what's going on? You've totally shut down the conversation. You're not open-minded at all. And they have repeatedly through the first season, especially talked about how we don't push our beliefs on our kids. They have the right to choose whatever religion they decide. They can make these decisions. We just want them to be loving people who are happy. And all of a sudden, Cody's like, no, we're not going to shove them into another religion, all of this. Once again, Robin doesn't talk. Robin doesn't say a word. And then they cut to the next scene. The next scene is all of the adults and the teenagers, which, as near as I can tell, are none of Robin's kids. None of them are there, but it's like the older ones. It's like Maddie and Aspen and Logan and Hunter and stuff like that. And they ask again, and they say, here's the situation. We wanted to see if maybe you wanted to go to some church groups. They wouldn't be our church groups, but that way you could at least meet people who maybe share some similar values, whatsoever. And McKelty and Maddie are like, yeah, totally. Why? Of course, yes, we want to go. And Maddie's like, yes, I do not want to go to our church at all. I'd love to try some other churches. And Logan's kind of like, well, what about the LDS? And Maddie's like, nope, not for me. And Robin finally talks. And what does she say? She kind of freaks out because Maddie says, we've always said we could pick our own religion. And she's like, you can pick a religion when your frontal brain is developed. Like, no, you can't do this. And I was like, that's it. All this way along, she's been really against it and she won't say anything in public or on camera or in front of everyone else. But all of a sudden, Kody went from the first scene where he was pretty open-minded to it to the last scene where he's like, nope, absolutely not. I'm closing this stuff down. So I had my theory. One episode later, I'm already starting to prove it. So there you go.